Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss a very important and unique concept of Rasashastra, that is Pishti Kalpana. In Ayurveda, especially in Rasashastra, we do not just use raw minerals and gemstones directly. There are processed through specific pharmaceutical procedures to make them safe, effective and therapeutically potent. Among these, Pishti Kalpana holds a very special place. So let's begin. Have you ever thought how Ayurveda converts substances like pearl, coral and ruby into medicines without even using fire? Not melting, not burning, yet making them more powerful and more absorbable in the human body. This is not just a medicine. This is Ayurvedic pharmaceutics at its finest. Welcome to the deep science of Pishti Kalpana. In Ayurveda, especially in Rasashastra, we see an extraordinary blend of science, precision, and philosophy. Rasashastra is not just about mercury or minerals. It is about transforming raw natural substances into therapeutically active, safe, and bioavailable medicines. Among its many formulations like Bhasma, Kharaliya Rasayana, and Kupipakva Rasayana, Pishti Kalpana stands out as a completely non-thermal yet highly potent preparation method. Now, Pishti is a finely triturated preparation where the raw materials is ground repeatedly with specific liquid media until it becomes extremely smooth, soft and microfine, just like a flour. But here's the important point: no heat is used at any stage. This is why in Ayurveda, Pishti is also known as Anagniput Bhasma, meaning a preparation without Agni. So, essentially, Pishti is the art of converting substances into highly absorbable medicine using only mechanical force and liquid processing without thermal transformation. Let's us understand the deeper Ayurvedic thinking behind this. Every substance in Ayurveda has its own rasa, guna, virya and vipak. When we apply heat, as in Bhasma preparation, these properties may transform significantly. But in Pishti Kalpana, we intentionally avoid heat so that the natural guna of these substances are preserved. In Pishti preparations are dominantly by two important qualities, that is Sheeta gun, that is cooling potency, and Soumya gun, that is gentle, non-aggressive nature. Because of these, they mainly act on Pitta dosha. So, whenever the body shows sign of increasing heat like burning sensation, acidity, inflammation, irritability, bleeding tendency, Pishti become a highly suitable therapeutic choice. Let's go one level deeper. Why did ancient acharyas even develop Pishti Kalpana? Because not all substances can tolerate heat. For example, Mukta, Praval, Manikya. These are delicate, calcium-rich, crystalline substances. If we apply intense heat, their internal structure changes and sometimes their therapeutic potency reduces. So, instead of burning them, Ayurveda using grinding, trituration and liquid processing to enhance their potency while preserving their Mula Guna. Now, from a pharmaceutical perspective, Pishti is extremely advanced. Why? Because repeated trituration, known as Bhavana, which reduces particle size to a very subtle level called Sukshmatva. This leads to faster absorptions, better assimilation, and deeper penetration into tissue. In Ayurvedic term, it enhances Vyavahi gun, Vikasi gun. So, even though Pishti is made without heat, it becomes highly effective due to this micro processing. Now we see method of preparation. Let's understand the complete preparation process step by step. Here 5 stages, that is shodhan, drying, powdering, bhavana and trituration. Now see one by one. First is a shodhan, that is a purification. Here impurities are removed from the raw material and the drug is made safe for internal use. Then bhavana, the most important step is here. The powdered drug is triturated with liquid media like rose water, kevda egg, milk or any herbal extract. Now step 4 is a trituration, that is continuous grinding in a khalva yantra for several hours daily, and this process is repeated for at least 7 days or even more. Now drying after each cycle. In some classical practice says this process is done under sunlight or moonlight, which is believed to enhance subtle energetic properties. And the final result is a smooth, soft, microfine, bioavailable powder called Pishti. Pishti is mainly prepared from substances that are naturally cooling and delicate, such as mukta, praval, manikya and neelam. Also from calcium rich material like mukta shukti and silicate compound like akik. Each of these substances carries specific therapeutic properties which are preserved and enhanced through Pihti Kalpana. Now let's understand how Pishti works in the body. Primarily, it pacifies Pitta dosha. So it is very important in condition like Amla Pitta, Rakta Pitta and Daha condition. But its action is not limited to that. Pishti also acts on heart, that's improving Raudharbalya. Also act on the mind, that is reducing stress, anxiety, unmad. Also acts on lungs, which relieves gas, shwas symptoms. And most importantly, it helps in enhancing ojas, which is the essence of immunity, strength and vitality in Ayurveda. Now here we see some important Pishtis. That is a Mukta Pishti, which calming for mind and heart. Praval Pishti, which act the best for Pitta disorders. Also Manikya Pishti, which support cardiac strength. Also Akik Pishti is useful for heart and brain balances. Pishti Kalpana offers unique advantages. No heat, so no loss of natural gun. Highly bioavailable, gentle and safe, suitable for long-term use. So here is a core insight. Maintain dravya gun in it. Sukshmatva and quick action is the core insight of the Pishti. Now we see the conclusion. Pishti Kalpana is not just a simple pharmaceutical procedure, but a highly refined Ayurvedic technique designed to make Ratna and Uparatna dravya safe, bioavailable and therapeutically effective. Though the process of bhavana and fine trituration, the particles become extremely subtle, which enhances their absorption and action in the body. At the same time, since no heat is applied, the Sheeta Virya and natural properties of the substances are preserved, making Pishti especially useful in Pitta-dominant disorders like bleeding disorder, burning sensation, cardiac and mental condition we see previously. We also understand how Pishti differs from Bhasma, where Bhasma involves heat processing, while Pishti retains its natural cooling nature through non-heating method. This clearly reflects the depth of Rasashastra, where every process is designed with a specific pharmacological and therapeutic purpose. As a student and practitioner of Ayurveda, it is very important for us to not just memorize these preparations, but to understand the logic, concept, and clinical application behind them. Because true Ayurvedic knowledge lies in understanding how and why the formulation works. I hope this section has helped you develop a clear and deeper understanding of Pishti Kalpana. Thank you.